Hey guys, so I've had a productive day so far. I have asked a few questions that I needed to ask to get some answers for some things. I'm starting the process to apply to get my student loans forgiven because I'm disabled. Yeah, if you didn't know that you can do that, you can do that. It's called total, hang on, let me think. Oh, I don't remember what it's called, but it's like total disability something or other. I have paperwork for it somewhere. But anyway, so I did that today. Found out some more about the portable oxygen concentrator. Apparently it's stuck in limbo at the insurance company. So that'll be fun to wait for. I drew a picture today. Let me find that. Oh, there it is. Drew a picture. Eventually, I'm going to color it. I'm thinking about letting Chris color it, but I think it turned out really well. A lot of the artwork was inspired by stuff in a coloring book that I have. Like the font for the word that I wrote on there, which, if you couldn't tell, was love. But I wanted to share a poem that I wrote a while back with you guys. It's actually, I painted it onto a canvas and gave it to the hospital unit where I stay. So it's hanging on the wall up by the nurse's station. Just black lettering with like a purple background. Purple is the color for cystic fibrosis, for those who don't know. But this poem, I probably wrote it in October, I think. Or at least pretty close to October. So it's been several months. But it is a way that I've felt for a long time, and it's a way that I still feel and will probably feel for a while. But it's called Imagine a Life by Anna Eubank. Imagine, if you will, for a minute, a life where your second home is a hospital bed, and your second family a bunch of nurses and techs and therapists and other staff. Imagine a life where you're looked at like a freak for using the electric wheelchair at the store because you're 5'1" and 115 pounds and clearly not sick enough to need it. Imagine a life where everyone feels sorry for you because you're the sick girl and dying, and while you have come to terms with that, they haven't, and it makes them uncomfortable to think about mortality. Imagine a life where every breath is a struggle, and walking is hard, and you can't play with your niece because she might make you sick and she asks you why, and you don't know how to tell her you don't want to go home. Imagine a life. I don't have to, because I live it. Every day, whether I want to or not. Imagine a life. Imagine a life like mine. It took me a couple of minutes to write that poem. Kind of just flowed from a place of truth. My life is hard. Like, I realize that a lot of people's lives are hard. But that doesn't invalidate that mine is really hard. It doesn't make it any less. That's for sure. And it's hard for a lot of people to imagine everything that I deal with every day, and the limitations that I have, and the restrictions that I have, and the things that I can't do that they can. This kind of goes back to when I was talking about taking things for granted. So I challenge you, those who don't have cystic fibrosis, to imagine a life like mine. Imagine how you would handle it. Imagine what type of person it would have made you. And wonder, would that person have been a good person? A bad person? Would you have been hopelessly depressed? Would you have sought help? How would you handle it? What would you do? Keep smiling.